Hey, Miss Betty, how are you? How are you this morning? I hope all is well with you and the kiddos and Mr. Outside. I know it's been a while. You've been busy. Have you been really busy? I know I saw some of your posts about your business, about your classes, and some of the different I guess different posts that people have, or different pages, different groups is what I'm trying to say. And so I saw some of that and I said, "Ooh, she's busy sewing." Good morning, Roderick. Yeah, it's the summer, but it's passing so fast. So it's like pretty soon you'll be on that schedule again of getting up early in the morning, getting the kids and stuff ready to go to school. It's never ending. It never ends. Good morning, Miss Sandra. How are you? Good morning, Rod Barron. How are you? Rod, I think about you all the time. I know I don't always say anything, but I do. I think about us being at church and your mom and your dad, and it just seems like life happens. But I think about them all the time. All the time. I do. But it's like that when people are good. It is. It is. So it's Friday. You made it through the week, and today's Friday. So I'm excited about that. I have to remember that I'm getting a little older now. I can't eat what I want to eat and then go to sleep. So I'm a little slow this morning. I ate late, and it was some good old soul food. And about 4 o'clock, my stomach was like, you can't keep doing this. So I was like, oh, my stomach hurts. And so, but I think I'm going to be okay for today. Good morning, Susan. Yeah, like memories. And I just think about the good old days. It's like time is not like it used to be. It's not like it used to be. Miss Betty, it hasn't stopped. Kids are in camp at the black. So you're still getting up early in the morning. Well, here's the thing. At least you don't have to readjust to the schedule. Hey, Miss Crystal. How are you? How are you? How are you? Well, I'm not going to be before you long today. I just want to come on and give you a few words of encouragement from the Chronicles of Cree. It doesn't matter what we are, where we are in life and what it is that we're doing. We need that encouragement every day. And if you find yourself always being the encourager, you soon discover that you too need some encouraging. And so that's what we're doing. Hey, Dana, how are you? So today, the thought is, we were all born our original selves. But when we die, a lot of times we die a copy of somebody else. So hey, Mark. So we were born originals, but when we die, a lot of times we die a copy of somebody else. Good morning, Miss Valisa and Pappy. The reason why I say that is because people are born. And you have these children. They're like blank slates. And God gives us these beautiful beings, and he charges us with nurturing and teaching them and shaping and growing them up. And, we want them to be productive citizens so they can go out and compete globally and do all these great things in lives. But a lot of times we lose that originality along the way, and we end up dying copies of other people. Good morning, Kay. We end up dying. Good morning, Ernest. So we forget about how we were born originals, and we end up just compromising, and assimilation brings on association. I know you've heard that before. So we get with other people and we lose the originality that we have, and we become somebody else. See, when I was born in the image of my mom and dad. Of course, in the image of God, that's understood. But I was born looking like my mom and my dad. So when people say, "Oh, you so black. Oh, you so..." Yeah, but your mama is too. Yeah. And yeah, I went that hard because, I'm like, if you mad at me because of that, talk to my mom and my daddy because they black. Here I am. But I'm an original. And so when we think of originals, we think of even the word original. When you think of that, you think of something that's nothing like it. You think of it, as something that is its own unique being, that own unique touch that nobody else has. And so, hey, Dr. Thomas. And so when we grow up, for some reason, we forget that we're an original being. We're not like anybody else. We hook up with friends, we hook up with people because we like them, because we love being in their presence. We like the way they talk, we like the way they move, we like the way they take care of business. We love all these things about them, so we start to act like them and be like them instead of being your original self. The one thing that I know for sure is that the Reaper is going to come for all of us. He's coming for you and he's coming for me. Stop, Dr. Thomas, Jewel of the Week. The Reaper is coming for all of us. We just don't know when he's coming. You can't beat him by living longer, because your set time that God has allotted you is just your set time. When it's time to go, it's time for you to go. So you can't beat the Grim Reaper on living longer, but what you can do is beat him by living well. You can beat him by living full. Thank you for sharing the video. You can beat him by living full. We are fearfully and wonderfully made, and no fingertips are the same. They're not. Fingerprints are the same. They're not the same, and that's what I love about God. I'm not like you. You're not like me, but we're our own unique beings. Here's the thing about marriage too, and I know some of y'all might not agree. Good morning, Stephanie, and it's okay if you don't. When you're married, when you decide that you want to get married, because I'm going to tell you right now, Mark had to work for Cree. He had to work to get me to change my last name to Perryman, and I didn't make it easy. Mark, am I playing? I gave that boy a hard time. I said, well, if he can handle this, he can sure handle life with me. We get lost in the sauce, as they say, and we forget that we're an individual. See, Mark is an individual and Cree is an individual, and together they complement each other. So you do come together as one, but you're still two different people. Here's why we deal with all these different personalities and stuff. You got to learn how to deal with people who are different. Growing up, Cree, you've got to learn how to deal with different people. Cree, I heard all of that too, just like you probably did. Thank you, Miss Betty, for sharing the video. You heard it too. So yeah, we have to learn how to mix and mingle with other people, but we're still original beings. We're not going to die copies, okay? We're not going to die copies of other people. Let's just stop the madness right now and just say, you know what? I'm not going to die anything other than being Cree. See, I'm good at being me. I'm not good at being Dr. Thomas. I'm not good at being Miss Betty. I'm not good at being Stephanie. I'm not good at being anybody else. I'm only good at being Cree. My cousin Crystal. Crystal, do you know what I would do to have an RV right now? I would love to have an RV right now, but I don't. So I'm not going to be all upset because she has one. That's Crystal. This is Cree. Two different people. Yet two women with strong desires to be just go-getters and go get that and come back with that. That's what we are. Miss Betty says two cannot walk together except they agree. That's true. That's true. Me and Mark had to agree on that because I was like, I ain't finna change my last name. I don't want to. But he was so consistent. And he convinced me. And I said, yes. Yes. Two people cannot walk together unless they agree. So while you're walking together, do you lose your originality? Or do you figure out how to make it work and you all just jail? You figure that out along the way. That's why some people's parents like Mark, mom and dad have been together since the 7th grade. I said, my God, today, since 7th grade, you don't even know anybody else. I can handle a sister. I did not take her to Starbucks on the first day. You sure didn't. I said, you probably took everybody to Starbucks. I ain't going to Starbucks on the first day with you. Now we're going to change it up. Let's go to Soul Orlando. Yeah. Y'all, he probably took everybody else to Starbucks, but Cree didn't go. Talk about original. You probably took everybody else there. We are original beings, and so when we decide to tap into what makes us original, and this is my charge to you this weekend, write down all the positives about yourself. Write down all the great characteristics about yourself, because we're good at being hard on ourselves. We are. We are. We're good about being hard on ourselves, but are we good about writing down what's good? See, other people have their own opinions, and sometimes they're warped about who we are. They don't even know us. They want to judge. Whole nother topic. Even at that, they're still original beings too. Miss Betty said, it took me a while to adjust to OSI. I still sign my maiden name. You still sign your maiden name and add OSI? Well, I don't do that. But you know what, Miss Betty? Salute to you. Saludos. Yes, because you can do that. It doesn't mean you don't love him. You don't. But we all just decide on what works for us. See, as an original being, we don't have to worry about what other people are doing over here. We don't. We don't have to worry about what other people are doing over here. And I'm going to pick on Dr. Thomas. Marilyn is my sister. You mess with her, you mess with me. You charge her up, you charge me up. I have another friend, Tyra. You mess with her, you mess with me. They can't call me in distress. They can't call because I know them, because I know their track record. Those people are original beings, not trying to be like anybody else, but trying to be like themselves. I know some other people on here who are too, but I'm not around you as often as I'm around them. So that's why I'm talking about them. But when you get around people who are satisfied with who they are and satisfied in what it is that they're doing, and they know when to tweak it and make some adjustments in their lives and not in somebody else's life, those are the people you need to be with. See, everybody's not on the same page. Everybody's not there mentally. Have you ever looked at people and said, why aren't you being dispensed medication by the hour? Why aren't you seeing someone who dispenses medication by the hour? Because you feel like people need it. A lot of times they do. But even at that, they're still their original selves. I'll be down for you like 4 flat tires on the couch. Yeah, Brandon, I'm telling you. Miss Betty, I do agree. I do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like nothing at all. Because, you know, here again, we all have to do what's best for us. And that's why I say you can't compromise. You can't just, you know, be so lackadaisical in your spirit until you let other people come in and make decisions for you. No, we don't do that. We aren't sacrificial lambs for others. Women. No, we're not. And some men, because some men step up to the plate and they do that too. So no, we're not. But when we decide that we're going to be our original selves, and when we decide that no matter what happens, I'm going to be true to myself, and I'm going to walk in my own truth, and I'm going to do all these great things that you hear people saying, then you'll discover that life is really a great place. It's a great place to be. So that when the Grim Reaper comes for you, you can be like, oh, okay, I'm ready to go, because you've lived your life to the fullest. See, one thing we don't know is time. And I said it maybe yesterday or day before. Hi, Tony. We don't know about time. All we know is that we have 24 hours in a day. That's what we know. We know that we have 24 hours in a day. We have the same number of years, the same number of seconds in a day. That's what we know. But how much of it that we have left, we don't know that. We don't know that. So since you don't know how much time you have left, why do we play the I would but game? I would but game. I would but game. I would but. Hey, Gwen, I would do this but. I would do that but. We play that game. And we gamble. Yet and still, when we're presented with wonderful opportunities, we say no and we decline because we feel like it's a hoax. You know what's a hoax? Can I tell you what a hoax is? You already know it. A hoax is going to a job working 40 hours a week for 40 years and retiring off 40% of your income. You get 100% of it now, so you think. It's really not 100%, but you can't even live off what you have now. That's a hoax. And you feel like you don't need another stream of income. That's a hoax. That's a hoax. And then time doesn't wait for anybody. Brandon, your grandmother's right. It doesn't wait for anybody. It doesn't. But see, we're just afraid. And that's the thing. It's like we're scared. What is this? Oh, my. Hey, girl. It's like, what are we afraid of? What is my friend called me. No, she texted me. And she said, hey, I am leaving this job. What is the worst thing that could happen to me? I said, well, she has a husband who works. She has a house that's almost paid for. She has a car that's almost paid for. And her kid is taken care of. Nothing. Nothing. That's the worst thing that could happen to you. Just say you're not going back. Just say you don't want to do it. What is wrong with that? Just say I don't want to. See, we have to free ourselves. And the way you free yourself is you get your mouth primped, as my grandmother could say. And just say no. I'm sorry, it doesn't work for me. I'm sorry, I can't do that for you. Just say no. And I'm still talking about being your original self because that's another problem. We say yes when we really want to say no. If I don't want to do it, I'm going to say, I really don't want to do it. I don't want to. There are some things we do have to do. But for the most part, you're going to have to learn to say no. You have to learn to say no. But see, the stuff that we all say no to, we say yes to. A bunch of BS. Girl, did you hear what happened on the job today? Girl, you know they let so-and-so go because she and so-and-so were having an affair and da-da-da. See, people thrive on that. Spread the word, tell everybody, talk it up, go get all the details, do their due diligence, and research it to the court. But when it comes time to increase your income or present you with another opportunity, all of a sudden, I ain't no salesperson. You a liar, and the truth ain't in you. You a lying wonder, a lying clown. That's what it is. Because if you can go spread the word and pass the word like that, then you can figure something else out that's going to get you a better income so that you can go travel the world. And not just be reading it and traveling through the lives of other people, living vicariously through others. I know I'm telling the truth. So I'm going to go ahead and say hashtag Cree Unleashed for myself. Mark, say that for me, please. Hey, Will, how you doing? Yeah. So we have to understand that life, it's all in what we make it. It might look bad, but you know what we do? We get confused and we feel like, the amount of money I have in my Chase savings and the amount of money I have in my Chase checking defines who I am. Forget Chase. I dare you to call Oceanside Mortgage and tell them Jesus paid it all. I don't have my mortgage, but Jesus paid it all. But I still want to stay in my house, but he paid it all. He did. But then you're going to need a U-Haul to get up out of there because pretty soon that doesn't work. It doesn't work. So we've got to learn to do what's best for us and stop doing what's best for us, what other people feel like is best for us. You're an original. You're an original, so act like it. You don't walk like everybody else. You don't talk like everybody else. You don't. I don't see well, but it's okay. I don't have them racks up to my ears. Hey, not yet. But it's coming. But just because I don't have the racks up to my ears right now doesn't mean that my life is over. Because we don't look at money right. We don't. We let it define who we are. I ain't nobody because I don't have any. Now, boo, I'm somebody when I don't have nothing. A whole lot of people you looking at think have something and they don't. They're living in a fantasy world. But the reality of it is, we have to be our own original selves. Got to be our own original selves. Dr. Tom says, yes, they do. I say all the time. They talked about Jesus so far, but we think they want to talk about when he was perfect. Exactly. So please don't think that they aren't going to talk about you. And no, it's never over. It's never, ever. It ain't over until I win. I got somebody I'm playing in Words with Friends. Every single time I play them, I lose. But I don't play it that often. I just play every now and then. So I guess it would help if I learn the rules of the game. But guess what? I ain't going to stop playing until I win. Then I can quit. Yeah. It's not over until I win. But how about even when we losing, we winning? Because we're learning. My neighbor that lives behind me, I love her. She's an evangelist. And she'll stop by sometime and she'll say, hey, baby, how you doing? Sneaking and listening again. Dorisha, if your charge nurse coming there today, send me her name and her phone number and her address and I'm coming to her job and I'm going to charge her up for you, okay? Shh. But my neighbor pulls up sometime and she says, good morning, Miss Barbara. She says, hey, neighbor, how you doing? And I said, I'm good. She said, how's business? I said, it's great. I can hardly keep up. She said, well, praise God, honey. You know you're a winner, right? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I just want to keep that on your mind. You have a blessed day. And she speeds off in her Mercedes. And I said, whoa, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't know how old she is. She's much older than me. She's old enough to be my mom. Maybe my grandma. But she figured that thing out a long time ago. She said, baby, you know we winners. So just think what would happen if we did. Hey, Miss Shirley. Just think what would happen if we decided that, we're freaking winners. I don't hang out with losers. Are you kidding me? No, I don't. I don't. They're not even in my circle. Like, what is that? Where are they doing that? No. All I do is win, 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 win. That's the attitude. Gwen, I need that on a shirt. All I do is win. All I do is win. And really all you do is win too. But it's hard for you to see it sometimes. That's why we've got to get a balance. What I've learned is this past year, like I should have been like writing every day, just really using a voice recorder to record my life this past year to explain to you how amazing it has been. The people who are close to me know. But when I sit down and I think about what I was doing last year at this time, which was great, and what I'm doing now, it's like on a whole nother level. And I'm grateful. I am. Truly grateful. Buenos dias, Kenji. Yeah. Hashtag all I do is win. Yeah, that's it. So I decided that, you know what? I don't care what other people are doing. I'm going to win. I don't care what other people are saying. I'm going to win. I don't care how hard I have to work. I'm going to win. So my mindset is this. And I look at Mark's parents. If you can walk off of... Mark's mama said, Cree, I was at work one day. And baby, she said, I had been praying to God and saying, Lord, you know, I don't know about this job. And the voice said, clear out. I said, Mom, what? She said, the voice said, clear out. I said, like, get your stuff and leave without a 2-week notice? She said, yeah. So I went up there and I told her lady, you know, today's my last day. And you have to know Mark's on, she's so sweet. Thank God for deliverance is what she told me. So she told the lady, I'm leaving. Today is my last day. And the lady said, you didn't even put in a 2-week notice. She said, I don't need that. She didn't need that. She got her purse and she went home and she been home ever since. In her early 50s. How do you do that? How is it that you don't work till you 70 and then retire and start living life? You just decide, you know what, hey, checking out today. I'm clearing out. So I'm going to just go on to the house and been there ever since. Get out of here. That's why she can come to Texas and stay as long as she want to stay. Go to the spa and spend a day at the spa. Tell her husband go down there and get a Jag just like the one she had before they got wrecked. And I don't care where they got to go to get it. I'm going to wait on it. And then boom, it shows up in the yard. Get out of here with all them excuses. So people can think all day and be sleep on God, as she say. People can think all day that you can't have what you want, but you can. You just got to put the time in. You have to put the time in. You have got to work, and that's what people don't want to do. I'm going to tell them that you're taking supposed to be monitoring. Girl, you better be monitoring them people's hearts. Y'all, excuse me for a minute. Doree shouldn't have listened. I don't need you to be on the live and you supposed to be monitoring people's hearts, girl. You ain't winning. No people going to be dying. Oh, my God. That was a little caveat to that. But y'all, I'm so serious when I talk about how life is, because I've journaled this for a while, but not in a consistent manner that was, you know, on a voice recorder, but just through the lives and just through some of the posts and stuff. And when you see that it has not been, you know, easy all the time, when you embrace that it's not going to be easy all the time, then you're good, because you're not going to just wake up one day and everything is going to be right where you need it. You're not going to wake up every day and have all the money that you need. You're not going to wake up every day and it just doesn't work that way. You've got to keep going to get it and coming back with it. You do. Hey, Robert, good morning. Thanks for sharing the video. That's what you have to do. So I'm grateful that I have people in my corner who aren't yes girls. I got people who will check me and I listen to them because they are originals. They don't try to be like other people. They don't try to be like other people. So all I'm saying is this: you don't have to be like some people and be 70 and 80 years old standing at the Walmart talking about, hey, welcome to Walmart, and giving your kids smiley stickers. We need those people there too. And some of those people are there because they just want something to do because they are retired. But what about the people who say that at 50, I'm clearing out, I'm going home, and I'm going to let God do what he does because he's always taking care of me? I couldn't even think that the rest of the day, because I was like, okay, so since the book of 66 says he has no respect of persons, that means that I'm included. So that means that if he could do that for you, he could do that for me. She said, yeah, Cree, because he's a promise keeper. I said, yes, ma'am. Cree, he's a promise keeper. I said, yes, ma'am. That's what she says to me all the time. She said, baby, just keep waking up happy. So I think about that and I'm getting this sound advice. So when I become 50, I need to be clearing out. Because if she can clear out and be sitting at home and decide that she just need to go to Florida to get away, and the car is ready and they go, yeah, I think I like that lifestyle and not the hustle and bustle that we see. Stop trying to be like anybody else but yourself. Figure out what works for you. Figure out what floats your boat, as people say. Figure out the best way to achieve your goals, because if you don't figure it out, somebody else will. And even if you're not figuring it out, it's already figured out. So you don't have to do anything. You don't. But I just feel real strongly about that, because we have so many people who are just running around trying to be like everybody else. I don't profess to know how to make t-shirts. Gwen does. So who you think I'm going to talk to when it's time to make t-shirts? You think I'm going to call Mark? No, I ain't going to call Mark. We don't know how to make t-shirts. He can take pictures. He can't make t-shirts, so I'm going to go to the source. I'm going to go to the person who knows how. Hey, Dr. Thomas, I need help. I need this written. I need this and this and this and this. Oh, okay, sis. And it's done. Yeah, those are the people that I want to be surrounded with. So I want you to do some thinking this weekend. And I want you to think about the great things about yourself. Because again, we're real hard on ourselves. And sometimes we need to be. But sometimes we don't see and we don't tap into what's great about us, because life happens. And so I just want to challenge you to do that this weekend. It's the weekend. You made it. What are you going to do with your time? What are you going to do? Some people are going to turn up day when it starts with happy hour time, and they're going to turn up the whole weekend. And then Monday is going to come, and they're going to be back at work. They're going to make it through the week. The weekend is going to come again. They're going to turn up. And those turn ups end up messing you up because you turned up so long. See, I need to turn up on this work, turn up on these notes I got on my computer here, so that when it's time to clear out, I'm ready to go. Mark is a photographer, Miss Peppy Brad, and he's the best in Dallas. MarcusPhotog.com. Check him out. And I'm not just saying it because I'm married to him. It just happens to be that way. But www.MarcusPhotog.com. But y'all, let's just remember our original selves. And let's just remember that we don't want to die copies of somebody else. You don't want to die a copy of anybody else. I mean, like, really, who would you copy other than Jesus? Is it another person on earth that powerful that you want to be like? I think not. No. He wasn't trying to be like anybody else, so why would you? He just did what he did. He just performed miracles and turned water into wine. Thank you, God. That's what he did. He wouldn't say, well, I think I'm going to be like David today, and I'm going to go and slew a giant. No. I'm going to go heal somebody over here. I'm going to go heal somebody over here. I'm going to go heal somebody over here. And as a result of him just being him, people still follow him. They still follow him. The Bible is still one of the most sold books. People still look at him, the original. People still following him all these years later. Why? Because he changes not. That's why. So what if you didn't change? What if you didn't change? So if we're going to be originals and not die copies of other people, the only person you need to be emulating and trying to be like is Jesus, because he didn't change. Now look at his track record. Look at his track record. He changes not. So that's why you still have, centuries and centuries of people still following him. At Christmas time, we say wise men still seek him. That's what's happening. Hey, good morning, Lakeisha. So let's not die copies of somebody else. Die your original self. I don't want to be like anyone else. I just want to be me. I like being me. People be, Creed girl, I wish I had your hands. I cut mine out. Boo, you don't know what it took to get these hands. These hands been through something. You want that? No, you don't want that. You don't want what I had to go through. You want what's here now. You don't want what I had to go through. And that's what people do. They want this new and improved you that they see walking around here. But what about the you when you at home, just almost about to lose your mind? They don't want that version. They don't want to go through that. Ms. Barbara said they check to you because they are genuine and they care, Those kind of folks are worth keeping around. Celebrate the greatness and you don't waste time coming. Right. Always hashtag all I do is win. Good morning, beautiful. They do. And Miss Barbara, like, who are you in competition with? Like, nobody. 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 Lakeisha, you know why I love you so much? Lakeisha is special to me because Lakeisha and I don't even talk on the phone every day. But y'all need to follow her too because it's Love and Confections. Her business is called Love and Confections and her stuff is all off the chain. But at a very, very low moment in my life, my husband had just died and it was Valentine's Day. The funeral was the day before Valentine's Day and Lakeisha showed up at my house on Valentine's Day with a bag of goodies and treats and sweets for me because she knew my husband had just died. Now, it's not taken away from the people who didn't, but that was what was on her mind because she had a husband to be at home with. So that's why Lakeisha's partial. I'm partial to Lakeisha, and that's why she means a lot to me. Because I'm waking up on Valentine's Day thinking, okay, now this is the start of a new life. I was at the funeral yesterday, and this is February the 14th, and here this woman is at my door, and then she continued to send me stuff at school to just kind of brighten my day. See, those are the kind of friends that I want to have in my corner. Not all that. I'm going to pray for you and I'm going to see you, boo. You ain't pray for yourself. So why the hell I need you praying for me? Like real talk. You ain't pray for yourself. Can you pray? Does God even know your name? And I know that sounds harsh, but it's just the truth. And I just feel like people need to speak the truth. So I'm very grateful for her. So the circle and the people that you have, those are the people who ought to be able to help you, realize that, hey, you know what? Just let me be original. I don't want to die a copy. I don't want to die a copy of anybody else, okay? I don't. So I hope you don't too. And this weekend, I want you, yeah, Miss Beth, they see who I am now, but they didn't see that. But Lakeisha did. Yeah, and all those that were real close to me. Tyron had to take care of me. She was like, I just need you to eat this egg. You haven't eaten in 3 days. I need you to eat. Taking care of me literally because I couldn't take care of myself. True friends. Not those that just bump their gums about how much they love me and I don't see them. It's time to stop living old stories. Talking about old problems. The only way to delete those stories is to start living in new. Oh, Mark trying to say something. Y'all listen to him. The only way to delete old stories is to start living a new story. But you sure right, boo. You right. That's true. Start living new stories. Yes, ma'am, Miss Betty. And I thank God for Lakeisha. Because see, when I come up, she comes up. That's just how that is. Yeah. I promised that. I saw her mom and I said, I love your daughter. And when I come up, she come up. Yeah. And we don't want to be a cheap imitation, but a great original. And this is true. Even with your purses, Lakeisha. That's right. See, if I can't go to the store with that L and that V on it and buy a bag, I don't want nothing else. I like that store. I like what they have. They don't go on sale. So when you go in there, you have to be ready. All right. Talk about original. Louis Vuitton said this is the sale. He knows he's worth it. And he knows people are going to pay. So they walk in there ready to pay. They don't walk in there haggling prices and walking in there picking it up and looking on the back, on the bottom. How much is this shoe? How much is this? How much is this? You know what? Don't worry about it, boo. You can't afford it. When you walk in there, you're not concerned about the numbers that are on the bottom. You just swipe and keep it moving. Yes, that's what that is. So, y'all, sometimes we're gonna have to clear out. Okay? We'll have to clear out. And when it's time to clear out, and especially if the word comes from God and he says clear out, it's time to go. It's not looking back. Y'all know the story of the folk that was supposed to be leaving Sodom and Gomorrah, and they turned around and looked back. What happened to them? Okay, please don't think that you're exempt. Please don't. But anyway, y'all, it's been real. I don't want to take up any more of your time. It's 7:45 in the morning. I'm usually not on live at 7:45 in the morning, but it has been a pleasure to sit and talk with you today. Thank you for the people who hopped on. I just don't take it lightly. I don't. I am honored when I see anybody hop on the live. And so I'm just ecstatic because I'm going to see all y'all at the top. I'm going to see you at the top. I want you to hear my voice sometimes when you want to give up. When you say, I can't do it. It's so hard. And I don't know why me. Well, why not you? Do what you need to do. Live through it and then be a testimony for somebody else. Why not you? That's it. I want to see everybody at the top because the bottom is too crowded. It is too many people down there. That's where 97% of the people are. They're steeped in mediocrity. They want to stay there. And they want you to join them too because there's lots of company there. The road less traveled, not that many people up there. Few and far the travelers. But see, when we look at them and see what they do, see what they read, see what they eat, see we can improve our lives. Excuse me, because success always leaves clues. So look and see what they're doing. When I see something that I want, I'm like, well, how did you get that? Well, what did you do about this? Ask questions and figure out how to get there. But don't be down here. It's too crowded. Miss Peppy said, at the top with my boo. I know that's right. At the top with my boo. That's where we're going to be. The world keeps rotating, whether you're standing on top of it or stretched out under it. It does. It does. It's not going to stop. So you have to decide where you want to be. Just because hard times fall on you doesn't mean the world stops rotating. No, it does not. It continues to rotate, whether you're standing on top of it or stretched out under it. Let the people know you at the bank and not at the club. When you walk in the bank, you want them to address you. When you go to the club, it's easy for them to say, oh, hey, Creed, VIP today, or hey, what? No, but I don't need you. It don't matter to me about whether you know my name there or not. When I walk into the bank, I need them to say, oh, Mrs. Perryman, how can we help you today? Yeah, that's why I need you to know my name. Y'all, we're going to be stretched out on the beaches of the world. I see it, and I hope you do too. We're going to be stretched out on the beaches of the world. We're going to look back, and we're going to say, girl, do you remember when? You just got to fight to get there. Work hard right now so that you don't have to work hard later. We're getting older. Time isn't waiting on us. Y'all better figure out how to clear out. Make preparations to clear out. Make preparations to clear out. Dwayne Johnson and Idris Elba are going to be there. They know I'm coming. They're going to be waiting on me. They're going to have my hammock ready. The trees are going to be swaying, and they're going to already be waving those leaves because they know I'm on my way. They know I'm coming. They're going to be asking me all kind of questions. What would you like, Miss Cree? What Queen Cree? Yeah, they going to have that all up. And Mark is going to be all in my back. I already see it. You got to see it. Now, Dr. Thomas, we're gonna work on how we going to get along when Dwayne is there. We'll work that out, though. And I'll give you 30 minutes and you give me the other 30, but we'll work it out. But I just want to let you know that I appreciate you so much. I appreciate those again that all gave so that we could go and do Tent City. I appreciate the donations. We're going to be doing it once a month. More information will be coming. What else? That's it. The Tent City thing, that's every month. Every month. Every month. So if you were not able to give and you just couldn't make it this month, we're doing it again next month, okay? So I want to see everybody at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Have an amazing weekend and make a difference in the life of somebody else. I'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.